All right, race 15 of the season, pretty much the halfway point. This is our final race, last race for like a week. And then we're gonna come back strong and finish out the season. My name's Adam, thanks for checking this out. Getting ready to go here, and I'm well aware that there wasn't a night race in 1992, but I wanted to do a night race at Daytona, so we're doing it. Get over it. All right, we want to set our tires. We only need one side of tires on our first stop. Let's hope this restrictor plate race goes better than our last one. That Talladega nightmare. Real good starting position here, though. So we're going to be at the end of pit road. All the big guns starting up here at the front, of course, as usual. We can get the points. Hey, cowpack. We can get a points update out of the way here early. We're, I think, 13 or 14 behind Bill Elliott. And Davey Allison's right there. Alan Kulwicki's right there. Harry Gant's right there. Terry Labonte's right there. And Rusty Wallace is right there. I mean, Rusty Wallace has had, what, 2 DNFs recently? Michigan and Pocono, so he needs to rebound, and a restrictor plate track is not the best place to do that unless you're just lucky. Yeah, the Talladega race, if you haven't watched that one, we just had, we were going through the tri-oval. Derek Cope slowed up, was going to DNF with something, and we just bumped into him, and the car went up into the wall, and we were just struggling the rest of the race. Really the most frustrating race of the season, even going back to the 1997 season. That was just very frustrating. Because we're doing a 40% race here, and I wanted 2 pit stops. The pit window here, it's a fuel window. It's about 26 to 28 laps. So we're going to have a true stop around lap 28, and then maybe just a some kind of splash and go later on in the race. Don't see the AI taking on tires there on that final stop if this all goes green. Speaking of which, cautions are on, but we don't have any random cautions. Just an executive decision I made last minute. No real rhyme or reason to why I didn't put them on. And this has the potential to be one of the shortest races of the season. 64 laps is 40% of 160, the 400-miler here. 46 seconds a lap. If this all goes green, I mean, this is like a 50-minute real-time race. Will we go green the whole way? I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other housekeeping things. I can't think of anything. Pocono race was good. I think the AI difficulty there is good. We just had a bad time with our tires. And we're going back to Pocono relatively soon. I don't think it warrants changing anything difficulty-wise. Man, Ernie Urban. I'm pretty sure he started near the very end of the... I don't know. I think when I qualified, he was a name that was at the very bottom of the charts qualifying. I think he qualified 40th, dead last. I was like, I don't like that, and I think I bumped him up the field a little bit. We'll go 3 wide here because why not? We're getting taken over on both sides. No problem. I have my headphones up at full volume because I need to hear engines that fall off just a little bit. Like one of these cars in front of us could fall off. I talked about that during the Talladega race, and then we saw it happen at the Talladega race. So, but that was the car right in front of us, and we had 0 time to react. Just the way this season's playing out, how the points are starting to take shape. These restrictor plate tracks are a prime chance and opportunity for us to gain points. We'll start hitting up all the tracks for a second time whenever we come back from break. And there are no tracks that stick out that were, difficulty was weird or it was too tough. Charlotte was the one where we knew we were overmatched, and I've already made some tweaks to that. So that should be awesome the second time around. But I think that second Charlotte race is going to be race 25 of 29 or 26 of 29. Or 24 maybe. 25. Because Talladega's 26, Rockingham's 27, Phoenix 28, Atlanta 29. Pretty sure. I think our goal right now... Oh, we got a wreck behind us. Something big. Accident in turn 1, which means it's collecting cars. Rusty Wallace is right behind us. He wasn't collected. And again, we still have 3 or 4 other cars to worry about. I don't see Bill Elliott. I see Harry Gant up here. I don't see Alan Kolwicki or Bill Elliott. I was going to say, let's make it our point. Let's make it our goal here to lead a lap.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pace.
All right, let's relax.
Stay behind the 43 car.
All right, coming up on pit stops. And some guys might be just topping off on fuel.
Road is now open.
Get ready for a big brake check here. It goes from 75 pace speed to 55 pit road speed.
The pace cars in the tri-oval.
We have a ways to go before we get to our
The
pit
pace
stalls.
cars exiting the tri-oval.
We're way up here.
Back and forth now. Remember, don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road.
Let's see what everyone else is doing.
The pace cars in turn 1.
I think
Go,
Rusty
go,
Wallace
go.
just took on
Keep it
fuel.
under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Did he just get hit?
Okay, you're clear of pit
I think
lane.
Rusty Wallace just got
85,
dinged.
41 car.
All right, we're going green. Rusty Wallace did get hit in the pits. He's in 39th place. He had been staying in the pits to begin with, and I had asked aloud or wondered if he was only taking on fuel or what, because he was just staying there. And I think that was Ted Musgrave that dinged him, and his car flashed after that
Get
and
ready now. Going
readjusted itself in the pits, so he might be hurting.
Pit cars in.
Actually, that might still be him on pit road. That is him on pit road. Wow. Now, I want to see if I can call my shot. I think at the 1997 Pepsi 400, this race, it was in the daytime in our season. A similar thing happened to Dale Jarrett and Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd banged Dale Jarrett on pit road. Dale Jarrett
The leader.
flashed, stayed on pit road, and he was there during whenever we restarted, and within 2 laps we had a debris caution. And I'm going to see if history repeats itself here. If that's just a little quirk in the game,
Still there.
that we get a debris caution when a car flashes like that after getting hit on pit road. We'll see.
Hold your line.
We're going to lead a lap. That was kind of easy here.
Still there. You are on the point.
So,
Clear outside.
Rusty Wallace is in 39th, but he's also going to be a couple laps down. That's essentially going to be his 3rd DNF in 4 races. And not all of it's his fault. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, Michigan wasn't really his fault. Just was going 3-4 wide or whatever. Here we go.
Race back to the line. There's too much debris on the track.
Yep. So there's something going on. I was able to predict that. So I don't know.
Pit road is closed. Okay, we're under caution. Get
Okay.
to the pace
Well, we're leading
car.
some laps here.
The pace car. Whoa, 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 slow down. We got a wreck in turn 2.
We got a wreck in turn 2. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. We got more pit stops.
Pit road is now open. Keep it under
For
55.
fuel, maybe.
Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
So I'm going to be juggling some things here. We're not
in the tri-oval.
taking on tires.
This time, guys.
We're taking on fuel.
The pace cars exiting the tri-oval. Remember, don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road. The pace cars in turn 1. Limit 55. Keep it under.
We screwed up
4,000
something
in
here.
seconds. Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Well, we're not
Pace
pitting.
cars in turn 2. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
We're going back green. There's going to be 44 to go. We had a bunch up after the caution. After everybody was slowing down. Looks like we lost some cars there. Ernie Irvin, he might have been lost in that original wreck. I don't know.
Ready now. Going green.
We lost Jimmy Spencer, Ricky Rudd, and Jimmy Means in that. We also lost Jimmy Sauter there in that first wreck. Harry Gant's a lap down. Rusty Wallace is 2 laps down.
Green, green, green.
So those guys took a big hit. And we got to figure out what's happening with braking in onto pit road. And we did it fine the first time, and then that time it just didn't want to brake at all, and that was not a common problem in 1997 in our 97 season. So I don't know if I changed something here or there. I don't know, but it's the game's fault, not my fault. The only question mark left now is Alan Kulwicki. Alan Kulwicki took a big shot in that original Jim Sauter, Ernie Irvin wreck, and I still haven't been able to see if he's wounded or not from that. Because I think he hit Sauter and T-boned him and spun him and the whole deal. So he should have some damage. My pit window's all screwed up here. I'm not exactly sure when we have to pit again. In a perfect world, because we screwed up there and weren't able to take on fuel, we're going to have to pit 1 or 2 laps earlier than these guys, and that's going to hurt us. We'll see how that goes. Because again, with our modified fuel windows, I have to self-police our fuel use to match what the AI can do.
You're in the top 10.
We should catch him here. We have not touched another car. Haven't taken on any damage. I really risked it all by trying to back up into our pit stall. Thankfully, nobody was coming. Alan Kulwicki. He's way back at the back of the pack, 32nd. Lake Speed must have taken on some damage or something. He's already fallen off the pack. Rusty Wallace is hanging out with the leaders up here, so he's probably not that damaged. And what Rusty Wallace needs is another big wreck to take out some more cars. Because since he had that issue, I mean, he's picked up 5 or 6 spots just by surviving. All right, we have Earnhardt off the pace. Marlin, Kulwicki, and Lake Speed off the pace. So that's something to remember and keep an eye on. Lake Speed's really off the pace. He's almost a half lap down already. So we're going to be coming up on him shortly. And Earnhardt, again, can't catch a break. He may have been collected in that stuff after the caution. I don't know. But he's having just an awful season. You probably can't see on YouTube, but Lake Speed, I just saw him cutting through 3 and 4. So we're coming up on him very soon, just as I suspected. I'm guessing there's a way in the game to change the sky here, make it darker rather than twilight, because it doesn't feel like night. Of course, all the lights are shining and everything, and they're doing what they can. There's probably a reason they didn't make it pitch black. I don't know. But every image you see is mapped in the game somewhere. Just a matter of getting to it. I think the whole field has to pit again around lap 47. We've been green here for 4 or 5 laps. Their pit windows 26 laps. So give or take a little bit here or there. Add 20 to where we're at now. Lap 47, they'll have to pit. And we pitted, what, a few laps earlier than that. So we have to pit lap 44.
Here comes the leader. The next car's the leader.
Right around there. That's going to hurt because we're not going to have anybody to draft with. And it seems like, I mean, we have to self-police that. And we just weren't able to break getting into our pit stall to put on fuel and stay, or to take on fuel and to stay with these guys in their window. So we have to pay the price. Hopefully we can pit with somebody. That's all. Hang on to her here.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Stay low. Stay low.
We are going to be dealing with these slow cars the rest of the race.
Keep low.
We've done it before, no problem.
Keep low. Clear outside. The next car's the leader. Car outside. Keep low. Keep low.
And Richard Petty handled Alan Kulwicki extremely well there.
Car outside.
We got Jeff Gordon here. We're all for position. Rusty Wallace isn't.
Keep low.
And I'm not giving him a lap back. He's a
Next car's the leader. You're back in second.
championship rival. If we get out in the lead, we're not giving him a lap back.
Keep low. Clear.
So we have a lot of cars off the pace now. And we passed Kulwicki without really talking about him, but he's in trouble now points-wise. He was the big dog early. Then Rusty Wallace took over. Now it's Bill Elliott's turn. And those guys just, Kulwicki just can't stay out of trouble. Of course, he just got to win at Pocono. Let's not
You're back in the lead.
Chicken Little it, but he's dropping. And here's Harry Gant. I'm not sure how he got a lap down. Hopefully I was able to show it somewhere. But he was making a big charge in the points. He wasn't expected. I didn't expect him to be an actual contender here, so for the points championship, so I'm not really overly concerned about him being a slow car this whole race.
Inside.
But this is dangerous, what we're doing right here.
You're up top, 3 wide. Inside. Clear inside.
We're all right. We're okay. We're gonna lead a free lap here, basically. Looking good. They're holding them up, but when they come, it's going to hurt. When they start catching up to us, it's going to hurt a little bit. All right, we have a pitter or a smoker. What do we have down here? Dale Jarrett, I want to say. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to find out what happened to him. He might just be off of the pit window.
Keep low. Stay low.
But we'll see if we don't have other pitters here in the next 2 laps. That'll warrant giving Dale Jarrett a look, seeing what happened to him there. This is my kind of restrictor plate race here. Just battling with 3 or 4 or 5 cars. Not overthinking it. And it's nice that Rusty Wallace can lead the charge around here and we don't have to worry about losing points to him. Harry Gant might be in the position we were at Talladega. Or Mark Martin was at Talladega. He was a little bit better than us and could stay in the draft, and we couldn't, even though we were wounded and off the pack. Seems like that's what Harry Gant's going through here. The field obviously didn't just blow past him. Coming up on a lapper here very quickly. It's going to be Lake Speed again. We're fine. If we're staying true to our word, we have to pit in 6 laps. Let's see if Harry Gant moves up the track here. Please do it. He did it late.
That car's a lap down. That car's a lap down. Clear inside.
But hell, we can just draft with Harry Gant here. I'm not even sure where Rusty Wallace went.
You are on the point.
I'm guessing he got caught up with something. And we're just riding with Harry Gant now. We have a pitter right there. I think that was Bobby Hamilton. Yeah, all the pit windows are in flux here. We're actually having an issue keeping up with Harry Gant. Let's see if he stays high. This is Wally Dallenbach, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's already moving up high. Good job. But he's going to get squeezed off up here, I think. Nope, cruising. Oh, and Dallenbach's pitting, so never mind. Oh, this is fantastic. Leading all these laps. We're probably going to lead the most laps. Get the extra bonus point. And we only have 24 to go. I wish I knew when and if Harry Gant is pitting. I'm watching him like a hawk. Because if he pits, we pit. We got to set up our thing. We've got to set up everything and make sure we're ready. I think this is that yellow car. No, this is another completely Morgan Shepherd probably. Yep. So we just have rando cars pitting here and there. And we're going to be in that pack. Or in that boat. All right, so we have to do this math in our head to keep everything equal. Where, boy, they're really catching us. We are 26, says 13 laps to a can. See, everybody's pitting here, though. Which makes me think I was off by 1 lap of our calculations. I think a bunch of cars are just pitting here, just like we were thinking of pitting next lap. But 13 laps to a can with 20 to go. We should essentially be empty right now.
Car inside. Clear.
So with 20 to go, we would need 1.5 cans. But we would do 2 cans to be safe. So we're doing all that. And I'm not sure if the game knows how much we have in there. And they're like, well, you said 2 cans, but you don't need 2 cans, so we're only giving you blah, blah, blah.
We'll fill you up.
But we're going in this time by. We've been able to draft nice and steady with him here. Take some air from Rick Mast, but we're going in right now. And we're not going to overshoot our stall. We're not going to speed onto pit road. We're going to do everything by the book.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000 in seconds. 20 laps to go.
Okay. I bet what hurts us sometimes is we're still in second gear when we're trying to brake.
Go, go, go!
There we go.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
All right. No black flags. We're not going to have to pit again. We took on some nice tires.
Okay, merge when you can.
We're good. Now it's a matter of hoping we're still out front here. These might be those cars that were coming after us, which is probably Derek Cope. There he is. And Rusty Wallace. Okay. So that's going to be the leader. These are the leaders right here. And we need some help. Hutch Strickland's coming. Hutch Strickland is going to be our friend. And we just need lappers to hold those guys up in front of us. We'll be able to catch up to them and try to get a win here. Not sure how they gained so much time on us, but whatever. I didn't even see Michael Waltrip. Was he on pit road?
Still there.
Oh, Bill Elliott. Damn it. Davey Allison's coming.
Keep low. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear outside. Clear inside.
All right, let's go, boys. Really wish Bill Elliott wasn't in this group, but whatever.
Car outside. Keep low. Clear outside.
I was looking at my clock real quick. Forgot to not do that. We're lined up really nicely here. What we don't want is Dave Marcus being weird.
Outside.
All right, looks like that group ahead of us
Still there.
is getting held up by a lapper. And we're coming after them real fast.
All right, we're back in fifth.
Yeah, Lake Speed's holding up the show. So is Sterling Marlin. I think Sterling Marlin's off the pace as well.
Outside. That car's a lap down.
So we're good here.
That car's a lap down. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
I'm drawing a blank on who this car is up
That
top.
car's a lap down.
Earnhardt. Buddy. My man. Unless he's pitting. No.
That car's a lap down. Back in fourth now.
All right, we're back and forth.
Outside.
Almost brought out a caution there with Earnhardt, which is not what we wanted.
That car's a lap down.
Which is not what we want.
That car's a lap down. Clear outside. The next car's the leader.
So Ken Schrader's a lap down. All right. Alan Colwicki retired. He was limping around, and then he probably just packed it up.
Car inside. Stay high.
Dallenbach seems pretty quick. I don't think he's beat up at
Keep
all.
high.
Just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, I think.
Keep high.
Seems like this was Rusty Wallace's race to win. Or to lose, however you want to say it. It was his race to lose.
Still there.
It seems like he's always in the lead. He's always in the front of this pack,
Slow.
even though he's a couple laps down.
Clear.
So these are the leaders. It's a four-car battle. Derek Cope up there in the 10, Gordon here, us, and Richard Petty. And that other group that we were with for a while that got held up by a lapper.
Clear outside.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch up. But we can't ride around here mindlessly. There's just too many.
Back in third.
It's just a minefield with all these slow cars.
That car's lapped out.
You got to be planning moves a few seconds ahead, because we're going low here off of this turn.
Clear outside. Outside.
Richard Petty almost snuck underneath us there. All right, Gordon tried to move and failed, which means his momentum's hurt a little bit. We can probably get him here.
Outside. He's low. The next car's the leader. He's low. Clear outside.
So essentially we can finish in second place here and still win. And we've finished second place at a bunch of these restrictor plate races. So if we can get around Derek Cope, we can just hang out behind Rusty Wallace.
Car outside. Stay low. We got just 10 more to go. You're back in second. That car's a lap down. He's low. Clear outside.
Whoop. I'm liking how this looks. Not sure what the laps led tally is right now, but we led a good handful. And usually a good handful is enough to get that extra bonus point at these tracks. But then again, that's usually when there's a big pack and we have a ton of lead changes. But we haven't had that this race. Last thing we want now is a caution. Harry Gant's still here. He's a lap down as well. He's not for position. But I think that's Gordon right behind him coming. I just heard some tires squeal. Or it could just be my mind playing tricks on me.
Inside. Stay high. Clear inside.
We would have heard a call out of some kind. I'm liking it. It's not going to be a finish filled with fireworks and drama, but every race can't be like that. Go up high here, Rusty. Come on. There we go.
That car's a lap down. Car inside. That car's a lap down. Clear inside.
That didn't phase Jeff Gordon at all. He's coming in hot.
The yellow flag is out.
No.
Back to the line. There's too much debris on the track.
Another debris caution. Dang it.
Pit road is closed.
There should be no pit stops here.
Okay, we're under caution.
All right, see you, Rusty. Catch you when you come back around.
Car.
Well, AI is not
Pit road
pitting,
is now open.
so good. I really didn't think they were going to have to. Well, doing these pace laps, I saw the pace car has a Quebec license plate. It's interesting. But I did edit the pace cars so I could put that Winston Cup logo right there. But when I was messing with it, I didn't even check the license plate, and it's Quebec. So whoever made the mod is from Quebec. Okay, we're coming to green. There's gonna be 2 to go, and this is why we didn't want to caution, because we're gonna be fighting them off. We're not gonna have any buffer from lap down cars. And yeah, with under 10 to go, Rusty Wallace wasn't going to come back and swing around because we're all single file. They don't let the lap down cars
Going green.
mess with the leaders with under 10 to go.
Cars in.
We rarely jump start the field here after cautions.
Green, green, green.
Gotta block them. We don't get your jumps there, computers. But we do have saving grace here with Harry Gant.
Car outside.
He's a lapper. He's not for position.
Stay low.
And if we can keep him in charge of that top line, he can pass us and it doesn't matter. And that's the name of the game.
Outside. Keep low.
But he's already making his move. I wish that wasn't so soon here.
Stay low. Clear. Car outside. Keep low.
All right.
That car's a lap down.
White flag. Come on.
You the man. Come on, bring it home. Still there.
We might not get this.
Keep low.
I think Harry Gant's going to pull Richard. If I had to guess, Harry Gant's going to pull Richard Petty to a win here.
Still there.
And Richard Petty's actually going to cut down in front of us. And he's going to win this. Yeah, that caution hurt.
Clear.
That caution hurt a whole bunch.
There's the flag.
All right.
Great job, buddy.
Check out the standings here. Richard Petty, the king, with the win here. Probably gonna be his final career win. We finished second, probably led the most laps. And I had meant to mention where Allison and Elliott were on that restart, but Allison finished 8th, Elliott finished 12th, so we're gaining some points there, and that's big. And you know, we had some big names get DNFs and finish poorly here. Rusty Wallace finished a lap down, 28th. Earnhardt 32nd. Kulwicki DNF'd at 35th. And that's it. Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty finished 7th, so he actually got a good finish somewhere. And that's all she wrote. All right, good first half of the season. And I'm going to catch you on the flip side. We'll take a look at the points and have everything all set to go for those final 14 races here. All right, thanks for watching.